as it once was. Oh, Flaman and Coltonit and Ori Boulder. Tataru is waiting to share good tidings with you and Alpha Node. Alpha Node, Timea, I've been looking all over for you. We received news regarding Flaman, Ori Boulder, and Coltonit. Really, has something happened? No, it's nothing bad, quite the opposite. In fact, it seems they once learned the Scion's good name had been restored. They boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Laminsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite, but what wonderful news to think our reunion is as close at hand. Hi, Thancred. Ryle. Pleasure to see you too, Alpha Node. Thancred and Kryl, what brings the two of you here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have found just the answer. Tataru. Timea, when you were fleeing all down with Minfilia, you said that Heidelin spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming this is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Heidelin commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such an intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residue trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Tomato felt the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Heidelin intervened to shield her from the magics invoked. Kryl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you, alone. I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl where the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Timea come along, who will see to Flaman's grand homecoming? I mean, that's true. Well, when you put it like that, very well. I trust in your plans. I know not where this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will, at the very least, eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will remain to the Rising Stones to make preparations for our comrade's return. Might I pose upon you to meet them at the Midson docks? Not in approval? Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Pray return to the Rising Stones. Yay, it's you guys. It isn't Timea Aquios, really. You didn't have to come all this way just for us. Is that? By the gods, it is you. Well met, Timea, well met. Hi, Horny Boulder. No, Timea, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hanish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Ultimate? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not to whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. Should be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. About that. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Well, she wanted to stay behind, I mean. Forgive me, I'm sure you did everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be, he watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there isn't much more to be done. The Braves must have bloodied us. But the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. We're soon back to more allies than we had before. Yeah, I kind of noticed that, like, in the Rising Stones, aside from the ex-Crystal Braves, there was also the adventurers who were with us when we were doing the Steps of Faith trial with the dragons. Like, those adventurers stayed behind with us. And there was also the adventurers who we tried recruiting for the Steps of Fate, who declined us. And now they're back in the Rising Stones as well. So we've been accumulating allies, and I kind of really like that. And then these guys, too, are back with us. Okay. Aye, that's a spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Smile. Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Is that Thancred? Hi, Krill.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business, then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
You know, I never really got a good look at him, but the dark circles under his eyes is kind of concerning, to be honest. Like, I know he has, like, facial hair and all that, and his hair's longer, but I didn't notice, like, the darker circles under his eyes. I'm a little concerned.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out.
He does seem kind of different.
Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Ryle finds there is to be a lack of flirting. I know, like, before this, like, he was, like, hitting on Flamen at one time. There was a bunch of women that were fighting over him in the Rising Stones, and he was having, like a drinking contest with Moonbrita, and kind of seems different here. I'm kind of noticing.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
Like, he's less douche crit here than he was before he was on his way. Huh.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Uldar. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed.
Oh, jeez.
I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Thancred is like 30 here.
She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoire, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Hopefully. Ah, it's great to be back in the toll. It even smells like adventure. No, that's Mr. Beaky. Home at last. I must make my rounds and see who remains. Feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we shared so much. Gods help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Yeah. Yeah, let us not keep them waiting. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. It was the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphanode, I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the key, of course. Sesame cookie. I like cookies. Oh, nice. Santa level up. I have not leveled up in like a long time. Delivers a strike with a potency of 100 to all enemies in a straight line before you. Doom Spike. The Word of the Mother. Horo Rogo. Enchanted familiar, though it may be, kissing it will do nothing to alter its corporeal form. Alphanode is eager to return to the search for Minfilia. Thancred and Krell contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castrum Meridianum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola and Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Makes sense. Okay, back to Idleshire. Thancred. How is Felman, by the way? Enchanting as ever, I trust. I shall have to pay my respects when time allows. 'Twas rather less than I had hoped. though mayhap I ask too much. My apologies, I see I am last to arrive, so what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there was indeed what appeared to be remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the Force, or the Ether, at the scene of the Ultima Weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, which I believe Heidelin shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildan aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, and one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Heidelin, there's no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 beings had also been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in the sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Heidelin, we barely left our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Heidelin may have had the capacity to summon the consciousness of a gifted individuals to her side. You're implying, I take it, that Heidelin guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul onto the ethereal sea. Hold on. So she was guided into Y'shtola's ride, or the ethereal sea. Like, she went there too? In which case, we must needs continue our search there for a blessing. The means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlian construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. So much magic science, right? Though I know not where the entrance lies, we only need ask its last custodian. A contrary old crone, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid at once. Back to Matoya. That is going to be a long ride over there. But thankfully, I have a jump cut. Be there right about now. Okay. So let's go say hi to Matoya. Oh, what a surprise. Wow, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? She's used to it. Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magic keepers 15 years ago. They had the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I feel you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted that title upon me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order given to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. We be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldessian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you're to tend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no argument. Is this a dungeon? Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Tamea. It is a dungeon. Nice. Okay. Antitower. This is kind of giving me like Memoria vibes from Final Fantasy IX, I've noticed. Alright, it was a good idea to put the jump buttons on 3 and 4. They're more accessible. Huh, that's kind of cool. Thancred is back to being a gladiator. So you could kind of like change classes from rogue to gladiator. Did they just, I just noticed that. Did they do like the Rainbow Passage reference there? Because like, I saw, it was like, the dreamers, the lovers. I think they did the Rainbow, or not the Rainbow Passage, like the Rainbow thingy from the Muppet movie. That's funny. The Travanian Ring of Healing. It's the Rainbow something. The Rainbow Connection, I think it is. Alright. Next boss is a rock. Ziggy. That's a fun name.
For the House of Levy, away with you.
Oh crap. Oh. I need to hide. Oh. I think maybe I need to hide behind the rocks. Okay, looks like those guys are... heal me please. Thank you. The thing I noticed with duty support is I have to watch my party members closely, like if they hide behind a rock or something. Okay, so she's hiding behind the rock. Okay, hide behind everyone. Alright. Also, I get the feeling I could fall off here. Okay.
Away with you!
Alright, awesome. Alright, so that's not really strong.
Not so fast!
It scared me. Alright. Okay, thankfully these ones don't have that much HP. Let's see. I've seen a few cases of them ending up getting themselves killed. Party support NPCs, that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed like more often than not that like most of the time the NPCs kind of have a smart AI to kind of avoid some ultimate attacks. Like the ones that were in the Astian Prime battle really helped me out to kind of get a feeling of what they were doing when they were doing a big attack. Don, can you good look at these guys? These guys look like the dwarves from Final Fantasy IV. The ones underground. The ones that go lally ho. Like, they look like them.
I have my pride.
Except they're mammoths here. That's kind of cool.
Release!
Mages. Yeah, these guys look very familiar. They look like the dwarves. And another centaur. Alright, what do we got? Oh my god. I recognize these. These guys are not good. Alka and Brenna. If you played Final Fantasy IV, you should. Kalka and Brenna. Okay. Kalka. Alright, they're all dead, and look what's gonna happen to them now. Yep. They combine into this thing, Calcabrina. Just like Final Fantasy IV. That's really cool. This whole dungeon's a Final Fantasy IV reference. Like, I like that. Darn it. Just keep on healing. Let's do this. We're now ready for the next attack. Stand where everyone is standing. Almost there. Damn it. Alright. Limit break. And then one more hit. Come on. Come on, one more hit. Thank you. Okay. That was close. That is so creepy. Especially in 3D, because originally it was a sprite. Yay! That was a nice dungeon. Aside from like the random moments of sweating there, this was a fun dungeon. The aether here is almost too much for my eyes. Yay! Wee haha! Alright, good job. Where is... This is the closest point to the ethereal sea. Ryan Trousers of Scouting. Right? Add this to the sticker book. Alright, G fucking G. Light.
Hear, feel, think.
Mommy? I am Mama Crystal.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
This isn't Heidelin, is it? Speaking along with Heidelin.
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
Oh. Word of the Mother.
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Heidelin guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
The truth.
Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
So Minfilia is here.
Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease.
The Warriors of Darkness, probably.
They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining.
Sorry. Continue.
Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger.
7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
What's going on?
The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek.
Wait, did she just... let's snooze that.
You've had another vision, haven't you?
Oh boy, it was a vision.
Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
Oh boy, we have a lot to say. Oh good, they take us over there.
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
Yeah, well...
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
Damn, he's feeling it.
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
Okay, so Hydaelyn's getting weaker. That makes sense. She's speaking through Minfilia. Okay, I see.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
What is going on?
But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's
Originally,
very
yeah.
noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
She's not wrong.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
How's Thancred feeling about this?
Thancred, wait!
Yeah.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Yeah. Okay. She's not coming back, is she? I mean, knowing Minfilia, she would do what she thought was best. Like, for all of us. I feel like she's like the very selfless type to like sacrifice herself. I know that I do. To give all for her benefit was ever her way. Yeah. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. Yep. Okay. Let's see. This war of ours, Alpha Node has reached a decision. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flamen. I will brief Tatar on what we've learned, as well as Urianger. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, Timea, after all you've done, I would say you've earned a rest. The Warrior of Light resting in this game? Really? Ah, but speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Aymeric while you were away. It would seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort, and would like you to attend. I'm very iffy on having celebratory events, especially banquets, because the last banquet I went to, I was a wanted criminal. Did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. I think at this point, this game has taught me to avoid banquets or celebrations, like, at all costs. But let's go indulge him.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Just don't invite any brass blades, please.
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
I'm a little nervous about
this. You and
this.
yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
What's gonna go wrong?
But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Yeah, just be sure to beef up security when you're doing that. Like, I alone cannot help with that. Oh. Are you still not recovered?
Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
My God, you need to rest, like, badly. Yeah, you really need to rest.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots.
Hi, Almicha. It's kind of hard to read your name because it's very bright blue. But welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
I am so anxious about this. Like, what's gonna go wrong?
I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Not in approval?
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, I'll go buy the party supplies and the party hats and the cake and everything.
A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Yeah, something's definitely gonna happen. Something's definitely gonna happen. Yeah, like, even she knows it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Tameo. Yeah, now I can read it. Tameo, you can always say no. You don't have to nod your head in approval like all of the time. Why is everything so pink? I have no idea. Speak to Lucia in Falcon's Nest. Like, why do we get the feeling that once this banquet happens, like, and everyone's celebrating and all that, like, Nidog's gonna, like, just come in and just absolutely level Ishgard to the ground or something. Like Tamea saw it, like, she knows, like, there's, I don't know, like, I'm just very paranoid right now. That's typically just a banquet thing, though. Because, like, we're already 0 for 1 in terms of, like, banquets. Of, like, bad things happen, of good things happening at banquets. Or hold on, no, it's 1 and 1, because there was another banquet that we did. To kind of that long quest line just to get to Titan, but never mind. I'm talking too much. The Lord Commander said you would come to Mail. To tell your guide to rest, please. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labored day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Amaric wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he would be pleased with the result. It was not my war, but I made it mine. To see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with strong hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go rest, I will not keep you. Smile. Oh, let me, it doesn't matter, but I still want to eat an egg. Staunch conviction. Lucia is concerned that you seem to be looking for something else to do. Yeah, Tomea has been through it in terms of, like, banquet preparation. Like, she does not want to go fetch wine or cheese or anything. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest, make your presence known to the people, and so forth. In addition to those who have come far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet with Lords Artorial and Emmanuel, who have graciously volunteered their services. I should be glad to see you. Now, if you excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Okay, I see one of them down there. Hello, Redwald. I'm glad to see the rumors were true. Well met, Miss Aqueous. And fear not, I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Where is the other one? Oh. Low-born youth. Do you know when everything is set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Aymeric was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, though. He's a thinker. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things. He'll do it. By the Fury, me and my friends and family. We all believe he can do it. Roth. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all of them heretic besides. Don't misunderstand, we got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past. So hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. Alright, Artorial. I'm still gonna call him Artorial. It just sounds better. Let's talk to, this idiot. Ah, still here, old girl. This, really isn't the time. I'll do my utmost to keep him out of trouble, but I may require your assistance later. Honestly, Aymeric lost a bunch of my confidence by that time in the story. Yeah, it does seem like he's very, like he doesn't know what he's doing at this moment, which, makes sense, because, like, all of the responsibility that's suddenly placed on him, and we're kind of starting to see, like, him break a little. That's why, like, I'm kind of nervous about this whole, celebration thing. But we'll see what happens. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are preparing to make the fantasy a reality. And here I am laboring to make it so. Smile. Lord Artorial, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party is instead pledged to engage in Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me, they would defy Sir Aymeric's commands if they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that. but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Portom's present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Emmanuel while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger, given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. So what's up with Emmanuel? He's not his usual Emmanuel self. I think maybe it's probably related to his father. Where is he? Once more, a favor. Emmanuel is less than his usual effervescent self. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl, guarding this tavern as it were. Oh, I see now. Artorial thought it might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I shall put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers. Yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. I will do our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves. Oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not call the roaming packs. Your map, if I may. Right. There are those points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old girl. Come, Honoroi, I must return to my rounds. Oh dear, do be careful, my lady. Alright, wolf duty. And I'm riding a wolf, too. That's funny. To Mea Aqueos, Wolf's Bane, pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds, and is all well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confessed? Cover that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. What are you doing making Thancred? Never mind. Hi, Thancred. Fancy meeting you here, Timeo. 'Twas fortunate when I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest, then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. Hopeful heretic. Huh. Okay, Falcon's Nest. Again. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them, comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice, have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is not left to do but enjoy our well-earned respite. Sure. For those we have lost, Manuel seems rather pleased with himself. Oh, and this should, of course, go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Artorio wouldn't understand. Of course. Alright then, the first floor of those barracks have been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on, Tamea. I will join you anon. Drinks all around, indeed.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Not an approval.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
Remember when Horse Chiffon gave us hot chocolate in Camp Dragonhead?
Free food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
Oh, don't worry. I don't eat food. Or sleep.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting.
Like, these people have been waiting for this, like, so much, so badly.
When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Tamea?
You were right, my friend. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest?
What?
After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it.
What? Damn it, Tamea, this is why we don't eat food or drink anything or sleep. Damn.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
This is like the second time we've been put to sleep. That's some low tolerance just for some hot chocolate.
This was never your fight.
Oh boy.
My son. They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, this is really a complicated issue.
Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do, makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Falcon's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
That's a smart plan. Fucking continue the war then. That's a dumb question and more people are gonna die, bitch. That's very smart.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Tell him what happened, what you saw.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Of course we do. When do we not?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
Her voice acting is really good. Side note.
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Oh, it's the first time we actually hear him.
Yes,
that's
yes,
cool.
my lord.
Uh-oh. That's kind of gonna make it worse.
See? See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What are you doing?
What have you done?
Exactly.
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
Oh my god. And your fucking house for Tom. To make it worse, even worse for your father.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
For fuck's sakes. Oh boy, this just got, interesting. I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emanuelaine has retreated to the barracks and was refusing to speak with anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Okay, then. My wife and I fell while fleeing the others at first. The Churigans tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? I heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? When I say him and Sir Aymeric take the bloody change and shove it up their arses, I'll not be taken in by that rot again. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were a dagger to my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough, that their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them, and the true brothers? I don't want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I don't know if I ever can. Back to Thancred. Well, what say you? So the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties we place squarely on the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us have not lost loved ones? Yeah. Oh. Dark Knight. I could probably just buy these with Poetics. Thancred would like nothing more than to leave Falcon's Nest behind. Lord Artorial and the First Commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. The first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emanuelaine, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ilm since we last saw him. Oops. Yeah, this whole situation just keeps getting more and more complicated as time goes on. And then we're not even factoring the whole Nidhogg thing either. Like, he can just attack, like, at any time. Fury take me, what a disaster. I never should have left. My apologies, Timea. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There will be more time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do now? What do we know? According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman who Emanuelaine ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualty as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The Churigans are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we will have them detained for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spend as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. While if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs has been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seemed disillusioned. You spoke with them, then. I see. Sir Aymeric has placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we've convinced them before, and we will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more that promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you're right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Aymeric's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Tomeo, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Of course. Get up, Emanuele. You're going with her. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person, is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honorite. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honorite. Honorite. I could have sworn he was. I think the young lordling quit his, just filed his 2-day notice. Like, even he was tired of Emanuele's bullshit. That family has a variety of choice-making proficiency. Yeah. It's even worse too, because Emanuele is House Fortombe, and they're already under constant, like, pressure. Like, think of how much this is gonna put on Count Edmund's lap. And he's already been, like, suspicious. The people suspect him of heresy for killing the Pope. Yeah, I pronounced that wrong.
No, no! What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Onawa.
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Hey.
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Chirurgeon without delay.
I have also been pronouncing that wrong too. Chirurgeon.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces?
The ability to see so much good in his master. Yeah.
Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Maybe not aim weapons at her and just ordered men just to go up and capture her, like, with handcuffs or something. Like, don't shoot things into her. Like, restrain her. Get him, Tamea. Aw. No letter. Like, even Tamea's, like, pissed off.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
I sense little brother syndrome. He does need that, honestly. He needed that.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed.
Minfilia.
Learn to live with it. I have.
I don't think you have, actually. But we'll see. But yeah, Emmanueline definitely needed that. He'll be glad he didn't punch back. And again. Yeah, Emmanueline, you really need to grow up. And... oh boy. I'll take him to the Chirurgeons. It is the least I can do. I guess it's also like a lot of envy too, maybe, from his brother, who is like the next successor to Count Edmond. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this, but he... yeah. Samurai. I have no desire to wait for the Lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. So one of the things I'm gonna kind of take a step back on is trying not to get poetic gear, because I'm kind of noticing here with the patches that you usually get the poetic gear anyway with as you continue the patch content. So I'll probably stop doing that like afterwards. And I've been spending like a lot of time going back doing like Centurio hunts to get the Centurio mark so I can get the job gear again for the level 60 classes. Because I noticed like a lot of the poetic gear, they combine with other jobs and it kind of makes glamoring really difficult. Because like say like there's a specific glamour that I want for Black Mage, but it doesn't, it's not working with my red mage. So like I have to have each class wear their own separate amount of gear in order to have the glam look good, and it's kind of a headache using the same gear for that for more than one class. Getting the gear rewards is alright, especially when you're leveling so many classes more than I did. Yeah, it does, it saves a lot of time and work getting the gear. I was focusing on 2 at the time, currently just 4. You are expected, miss. Pray proceed. So I've been spending some time going back and getting the summoner job gear again. Just so like I could have the for glam reasons mainly. Oh boy, what do you have to say? Received troubling reports from Falcon's Nest. What befell you there? I need to remind Suna again to get me my clothes. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you. Timea, every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Well... It's true, Emanuele was an idiot. I see. So there is truth to it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. It is any wonder that they were left bereft. For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmond, and ours is a nation built of centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it. Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers, without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which may mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in the past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though that they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear, yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by other members of the Eorzean Alliance for a joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations, and to test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would just be the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies. A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, who would stand against a coalition of the Allies' nation's finest. Hosted by Ishgard, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reformation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of the three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support, for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Emanuele take part in the Grand Melee. Oh, By his deeds he has brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation's honor. As you wish, my lord, and if then it is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Timea, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance upon my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he is not so easily already returned, he will soon enough make every effort to avoid me. Nodders. So what, it's like a competition or something with the other nations? So that is their solution, a grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they've taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come to so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? Come this far, have we not? I will stand by my friends and comrades, not a nation. It's getting to be a bit much, isn't it? I've seen the frustration with Tomea, like she is showing it. It's getting a bit much, isn't it? You say that, and yet here you are. Here we are. This is, after all, the life we chose. In any event, let us not forget the Ascians sought to profit from this war. To put an end to it is to put an end to their plot, and that, my friend, is ever a worthy cause. I mean, you're not wrong. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Aymeric wishes to field a force comprising both of his temple knights and Hilda's watch, yes. I can only imagine what she has to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Lucia. Well met, Timea. Have you spoken with Sir Aymeric? I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Aymeric would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan, indeed. I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me a reason to doubt his intentions. And these are desperate times indeed. I will select the knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? I'll consider it a Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander on his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray, deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. But have her best men, not her most dispensable. Alrighty, time to see Hilda again. I thought he had something to discuss with the first commander. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Aymeric's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, as we ain't dressed to dance with the professional bleeding soldiers. Well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices. Though she's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon I'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned, and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but have you seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search foundation, and you the pillars. Oh boy. Today, it really is the Emmanuel Lane show. Like yesterday, it was Thancred, the Thancred show. Carried on a route to the manor. Our best Sherrigans are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. So Father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. Ah, my beloved family, always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just, oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You're free to be the woman you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Fortemps, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born, what I could and could not do. So that's it. Right or wrong, that was the way of it, till the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion with faith and conviction that they dedicate themselves to their causes, but not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I mean, I'm kind of relatable, like always thinking about making the wrong choice in things. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw honor, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Aymeric and make my own decision.
Lord Commander, if I may? I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalaine. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalaine de Fortemps, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces?
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
No you don't. As I run the other way. Run, Tamea. Run, Tamea.
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory.
Dancred.
A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side.
Dancred.
I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Tamea, don't you dare nod in approval. Don't you dare. No, do not nod. Please do not nod. Wait, is she actually not going to do it? Oh my god, there it is. Cover your ears and look the other way, we can still escape.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Tamea, I swear, you can just shake your head no at least once, and it'll be okay. Gods help me, I think I may be in love. I dare say it might be cheating too, your mere presence is enough to turn the tides of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotions. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. He's gonna watch with popcorn, isn't he? Yes. Alright, I think it's time for a long overdue upgrade. Yes. Alright, let's glam that up. There we go. Awesome. And then portraits. Okay. A spectacle for the ages. Oh, what is this? Victory. The grand melee is poised to begin, and Lucia would not be late. Sir Aymeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Tamea. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against Allied forces. Outside of Cartano, perhaps I would not miss this for the world. He's talking about PvP, I think. So this is like an MSQ scale PvP thing. I honestly was not a fan of PvP just because, honestly, I just did not get it. Like, my entire hotbars was... Like, I didn't know what a lot of the things did, and I usually just died most of the time. Gates of Judgment. I think eventually, like, once I I'll figure it out. Like, I'll do PvP again, just not now. I think I only played like the one duty because of PvP. Captain Aquios, you grace us with your presence. There's a scurrilous rumor going around that you'll be taking the field with the Ishgardians. It, isn't true, is it? Yes, I have betrayed you guys. It ain't often high-born dandies deign to fight alongside us. Hot hoi polloi. Like all our name days roll in one, isn't it? Then again, it's our national pride that's at stake. National and personal. I ain't about to let a snooty-nosed lordling show me up. The second commander and Hilda's lieutenants shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee demands my undivided attention. Alright, good to know. It is a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us. Yeah, we must not be cowed. Too much rests on our success. It looks to be a veritable who's who of the Eorzean Alliance. The only question is, who came to watch and who came to fight? Nanamo, definitely Nanamo. What, Nanamo's fighting? There she is, I say. When he didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing, never mind. To think that we're mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzean soldiery in battle. That I am mere, but what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honorot when he awakes. Oh boy, it's time. I am ready, old girl. Are you? By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it's sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortomp into battle. Pray do us this honor. During the Grand Melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your abilities and attributes will be unaffected. Huh. Interesting. Awesome. She looks like a Worshiphant.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
I should have been a paladin if I knew this was going to happen. The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldan, Gridania, and Limsa forces be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. So, PvP, basically. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be rewarded tactical points. First company to attain their designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. During the Grand Melee, officials may mark certain combatants with the Fury's gaze, which will be indicated by the ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. When defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point. Defeating marked combatants will award your company 10. Marked combatants also possessed enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defeating and defending these combatants is the key to victory. Okay.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Hi, Raban. Nanamo.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Alright. Forward, Ishgard, forward. Attend the mark ones. Okay. Okay, next. I'm gonna go straight for the tethered people. There. Okay. I'd be curious to try this fight as a healer instead. Would be interesting. Rally to the first commander. Alright. Tether. Ishgard. Or Ishgard. AoE spam. Okay. Alright. Temple Knights. Almost there. Oh crap. My turn. Did I do it? Cyclops, Cyclops, everyone on their guard. All forces, fall back. Did they bring us Cyclops for this? Oh. Hi, Thancred. You're interrupting the show. I dare say I had bets on the line. Do not interrupt us. Continue the melee, I will deal with them. Alright, good job, One Punch Thancred. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. Oh, okay. All forces, form a line on Tomea now. Wait, is it me versus Ralbon? Okay then. This is a development. Captain, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all. I got this. The Mad Bull is ready. I had the fear it's just the two of them in there. Oh, you bastard, Scott. Come on, give us another. Alright, I'm gonna be in the middle. It's been waiting for this fight, yeah. Damn it. Alright. I'm assuming that's a game over if I don't kill those in time. Almost there. Alright, take your victory. You've earned it. GG's. I did not expect a Raubon versus Tomeo fight. That's really cool.
Did she win? Then we
did. No hard feelings, Raubon. I could still use your grand company, right?
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard!
Yay.
Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Nodders.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand.
Has this been like your first battle? Like one of your first serious battles?
I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed.
Yay, character development.
After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond.
He's been waiting for this fight.
The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
This is the way. Nanamo.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
Yeah, I bet they're thinking, yay, we got our butt kicked.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
She's our champion. How dare you? No sharing.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Rauban. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people.
That kind of stings.
Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Yeah, Nanamo, you have work to do as well in Ul'dah. I thank her.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
It do be like that. Oh. You really need to get yourself checked.
'Tis but a scratch, I assure you. And I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Yep. Hi, Pippin. As long as I live, I shall never forget that duel. It was inspiring and humbling in equal measure. I feel honored bound to point out, however, that my father was fighting one-handed. Yeah, that was true. Dolls, balls, I've forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you of your victory. I know how far you've come, how much you have endured. Only our fight had only confirmed it. We shall have to do this plan again one day when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin, Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. Bye, Ravan. Said your goodbyes. In all the years I have known Rauban, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance have been straightened in the process. Did he say good fight? In his own manner of speaking, yes. Be proud, Timea, you made this happen. Alright. So I have these already. Okay, I have the level 70 version of the 270 and this one. So I'll just take this. You've learned the emote victory. Oh, did I now? That's kind of cool. I like the sassy, the sassy... That part. That's kind of fun. That was fun. Sir Emmerich is beaming with pride. We have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There is now left to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. Hi, Hilda. You're amazing.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it. Which I have been told some women may find
Wow. Wow.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
Is it enough, though? Like, what are the people saying?
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emanelaine, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
There's one big elephant in the room that they're not addressing, and that kind of concerns me.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
And it's just us two again. Okay, so what elephant are you hinting at? So this is all well and good, like the name of Ishgard and kind of like bringing confidence back to the people, but there's still the Nidhogg factor that we're not addressing. Like, Nidhogg is still out there, and at any time he could just come on by and just attack Ishgard. And I don't see us like making plans whatsoever to kind of like go in and slay Nidhogg and bring Astinian back. That kind of concerns me a little bit, but we'll continue. They say you duel General Raubon within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I have come to see it. After we parted ways in Matoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others that our search for Minfilia had reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a long time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artoriel has need of our assistance. Oh yes, the big horde of dragons assembling that hate us. Yep. We have not addressed that little issue right there. Also, the Ascians have been pretty quiet too, and the Warriors of Darkness. And Oriange. I have no idea what Oriange's goal is, but I'm still kind of sticking with my theory that do not confirm or deny anything. This is just me speculating. Like, I kind of feel that Oriange is kind of working as a double agent to the Ascians, kind of like being within their good graces to kind of like find some way to bring Moonbrita back. And then to also like destroy them as well from the inside. So I kind of feel like he's working as a double agent or something. But again, like no confirmations whatsoever. Like I think there's more to Oriange from all of the stuff I've known of him up to this point. Because I did the Coils of Bahamut and there was some good development there too with him and the kids. I don't think he's evil. Like I just kind of feel like he's there's more to him, like his motivations. Like, I kind of feel like he is on our side throughout it all. Okay. Where's the mouse at? Well met, Mr. Saquios, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, but he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lady, to you we owe everything. And as you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We made our intentions known, and that all would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. They came. They came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphanode, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves, is that clear? If you dare beg any assistance again, I will have words. Alright. Well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend to before the ceremony begins? Is this like a point of no return thing? Because I think we're fine. Like, I've done everything I needed to do up until this point in the game. Like, I want to continue. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. Yeah, I want to continue. That is a lot of people. Hi, Kryl. Smile.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
That's, concerning. You might want to double security.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Look!
It's a dragon!
The white dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearn to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought.
Big dragon. Big dragon. Indeed. Hi, Luna. Welcome in.
Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Smile.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Still a bit anxious, but...
Father and his beloved,
Shiva.
as they were so long ago, happy and at peace.
That is really cool.
The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Damn, Yaseo would be so happy. Uh-oh. Justinian?
Your boat!
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Kill him. Oh, what the fuck? I did not expect this.
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thornton? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge.
Nidhogg is speaking through him like Heidelin and Minfilia.
7 hells.
You see, oh my god. Yeah. Elephant in the room.
Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
Exactly, we have to like...
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
Is she dead? Is it go time? There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that what you had seen in Azizla was an illusion. Perhaps, but he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Aymeric. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal. Oh, thank God. Or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Annex trying to receive care for her brethren. We could hope her recovery is swift. But such was true Such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thornton, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us, stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Astinian. Astrologian. Okay. This... Causes and costs. Alphanode knows at last what he must do. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confessed I envisioned the sage rather than happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Where's my mouse? Not... There we go. Not to the warrior of light, or even my fellow scion, but to you, to Maya, my friend. But not here, no. But of course, the intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. That's the room where we first spoke with Amaric, isn't it? It's not Horshavan's room, or his headquarters.
Forgive
Oh, hey.
me. That took longer than expected.
This looks familiar.
You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss.
Just like Horshavan.
It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshavan called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore.
Yeah.
I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
Me personally, I don't like Estinian, but he does have a point. Like, we do need to save him. Like, my grudges aside, like, we do have to save him. Like, we still have friends who are missing, and we still need to, save them. Aww. We'll find a way to save him.
We will. I know we will.
Nodders. Thank you. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner. time after time, but I am glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow scions would support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course, such is the infectious power of hope. Right, that is quite enough solemn introspection for one night. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Fort Tom's Manor. Let us not keep her waiting any longer. Aye, Tataru. Well, Alphanode certainly seems to be in better spirits. Do we have you to thank for this? Yet again we walk an all too familiar path. I am reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear, let no one say that the scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ada and Papalymo, or if we gave up hope of bringing Menphilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Menphilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiark and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascian's aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I do think it's time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy into triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. Okay, pending. You've learned the emote battle stance. What is this?
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage.
Yep.
Enough to fuel a 1000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
What are you up to?
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars. The future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price.
I don't like that.
For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
The gears of change. Oh, Shanita, that is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. Faith in who? And like, what are these two up to? And where are they at? Huh. I believe that is 3.2 then. Done, right? First gear. Okay, so I think we got another emote too. Let's see. Ball dance. Battle stance. Let's take a look at that. Awesome. So, is it different for every job here? Huh. Interesting. That's kind of a Yuna-like pose, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a Yuna-esque. That's fun. Battle stance. That's kind of cute. Let me do that again. Such a nerd. Oh, this old thing? Scholar. Okay, so it's kind of similar, I think. Alright, a little different. I'm just going through these, Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. I like that one. These are going to be fun to play, like, after, trials. since I got this. All right, next. Nice, nice. I love that that reference. Da 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 da. That is so fucking cool. I love that. That's a lot of fun. Okay. I'll continue.